make sure you can hear.
Can you hear?
You can tell by that sound that we have not made our own intro music yet, but it still sounds cool. It got me in the mood. And that lets you know it's time for What's Up Big Rapids.
What's Up, Big
I'm Chris Jane. Pat Brooks, my partner, is here to my right. And Pat, why are we doing this show?
Because they probably want it.
I think.
I think they want it. Because they're wondering what's up, Big Rapids, right? What's going on in the area? What's happening?
What if we find out they don't want it?
You know what? This is still fun.
What if not only they don't want it, but our own families don't even want it? Nobody wants it. I still think it's worth doing. Like, you know, yeah. I'm excited we're doing this, even if it's just for us, because I kind of needed the just the opportunity to you know, get together and chat with somebody about just like the positive stuff that's going on without having to, I don't know, go to the newspaper or whatever else.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of resources, and that in itself is the problem, right? I mean,
you're right. Yeah,
where do I go? All these resources, all these places, and I think because of that, that's where we go.
Yeah, I think that's where we're coming from. So kind of the idea was we just wanted to, you know, whereas some of the other, you know, where you've got the Pioneer, you know what I mean? You've got radio stations around that do some shows. They're usually kind of more on the deep dive side. And we kind of wanted to just be able to keep people up to speed, like on a weekly basis. What's happening? What did happen? What's coming up? What can we do right now? Kind of answer that question. What is there to do in Big Rapids?
Because
surprisingly,
the eternal
question.
There's lots to do.
There is a lot, but you know, we do get that it can be super challenging, and some days it can feel like, man, on a cold, and you know it's cold. It's cold in this studio. That's why we're both. That's why we're both in beanies. I'll take mine off for now. But you know, cold days it can feel like there's just not a lot of options, but there are not only some options, but there's some cool stuff that are coming up that could be some more fun options. And so we're going to get into some of that too. What else? What are we kind of hoping to get out of this?
The community involvement. You know, I think that's one thing we want to make sure we let everybody know. Let us know what's up too.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
Let's start with that. We are not experts.
That's true. Let's put that right out there.
I'm an expert in a couple things.
We're not experts. This. We're just involved in a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know, you're in the chamber. I'm in the DBA. I'm on the county. We're both involved in schools. We've got, you know, athletics, different things, different areas. But we will not be. We'll get tons of stuff wrong. But we'll just, hey, whatever we find out, we're going to try to share, so that, you know, everybody can kind of stay apprised of what's happening. But if you guys know something we don't know, I mean, man. Call us out.
It's highly likely too.
We're not going to be embarrassed. You're going to find out this is not, we're not going for professional. We're going for fun and entertaining. You know what I mean? We want to be informative and entertaining, but more entertaining even than informative. So anyway, that's sort of the idea, at least, right? We wanted to, for at least a few years, I've been trying to get you to do this or something like this. We didn't know if it was going to be a podcast or even just a site, a calendar.
We talked about Facebook. We talked about, you tried doing a What's Up?
Thank you to
all the subscribers. We'll start there.
Yeah.
There's already followers, subscribers. Thank you for that.
We have a page of subscribers that have built up because I've been trying this for a while. We tried it as a podcast. I tried it as a one-man show. I tried it as a panel show pre-COVID. But the last few years I've been trying to get you to do it with me because I knew that the accountability would be super crucial for me, and also just you know, somebody to help kind of carry the load and kind of keep it going. So,
and if these people heard our conversations before this, leading up to it, they'd find it enjoying. So
we think so anyway.
There's a sneak peek behind the
some
curtain.
of it might have nothing at all to do with Big Rapids or even the area in general. We like, hey man, I mean, we're both really rooting for the Lions this year, and depending on how that goes, we might be talking about that a little bit. But you know, you're the sports guy. I'll try to help out where I can. But anyway, so yeah, the idea is, we've got some scattered resources around, right? We've got the city newsletter, we've got Ask Big Rapids, we've got some radio shows, we've got the Pioneer, we've got a bunch of kind
DBA.
of disparate sources, and we're kind of hoping that maybe we can put some of the more pertinent or crucial pieces together in this format, right? So that, maybe if you're scrolling and you happen to stumble on this, maybe it'll be helpful to you to find out what's going on at the corner of, Maple and whatever this week. What happened, there? What happened to the business that just left this location? That kind of stuff.
And celebrate Big Rapids too. I think that there's a lot going on here to celebrate, from obviously the Ferris State Bulldogs and their success.
It's almost getting to be
stacking them at this point.
It's almost getting to be synonymous. You know what I mean? Like the
football.
name, not even football.
Oh, yeah, you're true.
Ferris State University is getting to be synonymous with champions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
We don't get to take any credit for that, but it's like we get to bask in the glory
we get
of
to
it.
see all the happy faces, right? Meyer, Walmart. You got the national champion hoodies right there when you walk in. And
I'm a firm believer that a rising tide lifts all boats, and that when we can all kind of get happy about even something as maybe in the grand scheme of things isn't super crucial, something like a sporting match or something like that, but what it does, it gets the whole area kind of a little inch taller. Little pep in our step,
shoulders back.
Yeah, shoulders back. A little area pride, and then we start treating each other better.
Yeah,
and ultimately,
for sure.
And so I'm whatever gets us there, I'm for it.
Celebrate. Yeah, we love it here. We ain't going nowhere. We're both residents of the area, and kind of who we are, what we can do for you, and it. Try to get the audience involved, right? Comment sections. You have questions. You have concerns. You have things you want. Topics. I mean, we can.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Just let us know.
We have a few ideas that we think might work, but we're totally open to better ones. You know what I mean? We, like I was saying before, there's a lot of disparate resources. We're kind of hoping to maybe build a couple of really useful ones. Including like an interactive calendar of events, hopefully, one day soon, where something that could even link to your calendar app or something, so that at a glance, everyone in the area will be able to say, "Hey, what's going on around here today?" Be able to know, oh, this team is playing at that time, and this step aerobic class is at this time, and pickleball is at this time.
Yeah, because unfortunately, because surprisingly, there's a lot going on, we won't be able to touch on everything every week. We could spend hours together. I mean, we'll probably be together for a while anyways, but in terms of cutting and getting information out to the audience, you guys, we won't be able to touch on everything. And I think it's just kind of set the bar.
Yeah, give us a break. Yeah, cut us a little bit of slack on that. It's not going to be an all-inclusive or an exhaustive list every week or anything like that. But, we for this week's show, I picked out like a half a dozen locations around town that are going through some transition or have recently gone through a transition. And we wanted to just share kind of what we do know about those locations, and kind of at least put them on your radar so that maybe you weren't aware that there was anything happening. But there's some changes going on around, and thought it might be a good first show just to also sort of shake out the technology here. All of this stuff is, we're just using it for the first time. And so we just want to see if we can get all of this stuff to work and be able to show you what's on our screen, and that can be on your screen. So let's start with the first one you got there.
Yeah. So
that is the corner of Pierre Marquette and North State Street. I'm very familiar with that spot. You guys probably are too. There used to be a car dealership where we're looking at that construction, and there were a couple of, residential type structures there, even though they were kind of commercial as well. But those were demolished to make way for this, which is Krist Oil. If anybody's been by there recently, they've made way more progress since this. The pumps are in. The
signs are up.
Signs are up. Awnings up. Looks to me like they're making a lot of progress on the interior. But Krist Oil is actually pretty successful. If you look here, They have a lot of locations in the UP and our neighboring state there, Wisconsin, but they're making a push to move into northern Michigan. And let's take a look at one. Just pick any one of them at random and let's sort of see
This kind of
your Northwoods neighborhood store. They got Hunt Brothers Pizza. Looks like they got like a
hiring, obviously.
They
So
got
if
like
you're
a
looking for a
reward.
job, I'm sure there's opportunities there for new
Yep.
careers. So
they got like
there's
a
kind of a full
rewards
map there.
thing. 78 convenience stores already. So
They're on their way.
from what I've heard, they're clean and they're pretty well stocked. Like you can get some light groceries. There you go. So that's kind of what it'll look like apparently. Anyway, so that's Krist Oil. That was a kind of a bunch of work for them to get that in there. I know he tried he tried several different locations and different options, and was just determined to get a gas station on the north side of town. And I don't think anybody will be mad about it once it's open. I think it's going to be a really nice alternative to Admiral. I mean, let's be honest. I don't go in Admiral unless it's like broad daylight, and I just need a little something there. So
Yeah, I do. You never want to see, kind of threatening a local business. I mean, you put a gas station next to a gas station. But luckily we all drive, and there's still a
and
use.
let's be fair, that's everywhere around town. I mean, you got Lowe's next to Menards, and you got Meijer next to Walmart.
Yep.
And you got, everybody's right next to each other, across from each other, or whatever. But I think I think that's actually going to be a real blessing to the people on the north side of town. I don't live that far from here myself, and sometimes it would be nice to have another option. So what else? Now let's look across the way there. Yeah.
Got this development area over here. So.
Yeah. Nothing's really happening over there at the old Hanchett property, but boy, it would be nice if somebody would come along and
I heard big plans. I heard lots of big plans, but
no big money. It takes big money. You're talking not just a couple of $1 million, but lots of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, what's next?
all right. Let's see. We got
Yeah.
this,
The Big Lots.
the old Big
The
Lots.
Big Lots.
Ollie's Superstore.
Yes. So you guys have probably already seen the signs are kind of up on the building. There's like a banner that's up on the building that says coming soon and that they're hiring.
Yep, you can get.
Yep. Ollie's is apparently, again, go to your next tab there. Let's look at how many locations they've got. They've got a bunch of locations across Michigan, Chicago.
So northern Indiana.
Yep.
Southern Michigan, even over. I mean, over
From
to
what
the
I
Phil.
understand, it's not, is it that much different than a Big Lots?
Honestly,
Let's look at one.
yeah, I have no idea. I'm sure my mom knows.
It's a bargain
my mom probably
outlet.
knows what's in there.
So, you would think that's kind of what Big Lots was, right?
I'd be right
Just-
off the rip. It kind of looks very similar.
Yeah,
a lot of the same goods.
I think it's a lot of
Fancy.
overstock, right? Overstock and clearance type stuff that, like last year's stuff. Or
When's the last time you seen an insert look like that?
I don't know, but I love an insert.
That's Dunham's. I think is the only one that still does
Dunham's,
that.
Harbor Freight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
just don't see those.
I like that I like this mascot of theirs. He looks like Einstein.
with money.
Yeah, like a rich Einstein. Wow, what is that? In the last 12 months, they've saved their customers that much money. Huh. Wonder how they offer retail must be. You make us blush. Okay, so they've got a whole thing as well. They got a whole culture, it looks like.
Who we are. Yeah, you guys check out their website, ollies.com. You got
And if you need a job,
you
my guess is now's the time to get in on that. They're going to need store managers and openers, closers, all that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, it's ultimately, some muscle milk.
yes.
Yeah, I think it offers that opportunity to replace Big Lots. People love Big Lots.
Yeah,
and unfortunately,
sure.
it just didn't work out for them. They tried to transition to the furniture and.
Yeah, I think it was more at the corporate level. It wasn't necessarily that our Big Rapids store was not pulling its weight or anything.
That was always, well stocked,
yeah.
clean. They did a really good job there.
I had some friends who worked there. I was disappointed for them, but okay. So that's what's going on in that plaza. I don't think there's really any other big changes over there at the minute.
No.
What's next?
I do know that I seen the billboard premieres moving into the Sky Mint, so there's a little bit of change in that. But
yeah, so there will be another open storefront in that plaza. Okay, here we go. The movie theater now. Gosh, man, I feel like my heart keeps getting pulled around.
I seen Christmas decorations, and I was like, "Oh, all right, maybe." Who knows?
So
maybe
what I have learned is it's pretty tough to finance a movie theater in this
the streaming day,
in the streaming era. A small town theater seems to be a tough sell to the creditors and the financiers. You know what I mean? A local entrepreneur had his heart set on making that a really great, small movie theater.
It doesn't need to be big.
No. He had a great vision for it. It would have just been a nice warm atmosphere, fun, well stocked theater. But unfortunately, like I said, it's so challenging, and I guess it just didn't work out. Then I was told that a proper movie theater company, somebody who runs several theaters, had an offer accepted, and I was told that they had closed on it. I thought it was theirs. We saw the decorations were up, and I was told yesterday it is not a done deal.
Okay.
So we're still, they are still working on it.
That sign's still up, I'm pretty
think
sure.
so, yeah.
It's a telltale.
Yeah. So sounds like it sounds like we still can't say when we're going to have a theater, except don't give up on it. They're still working on it. And
we want one.
We want one. Everybody
if
wants
somebody's
one.
watching this and they're thinking, man, does Big Rapids want one? We do.
Yeah, we want one.
Everybody's moved to the streaming and all that, but even, with 7-8 different services, I still find myself wanting to take the kids to the movies. And
I think we might go to the movies more per year since COVID than we did pre. You know what I mean?
And honestly, the movies haven't been that great for a couple of years.
We get a few a year.
Yeah.
A few a year that are really, really great.
And maybe that's, that's...
What was the last great movie you saw in the theater?
I wouldn't even call it great. I don't even know what the last movie I was.
Just
Marvel,
recently, like a superhero thing?
Yeah,
I was going to say
probably.
recently over the holidays, there were a couple great new movies. That red one. With The Rock?
Amazon.
Yeah,
made
we
that
saw
one
it in the
free.
theater. It was
I know.
super fun. Everybody was there cheering. That's just
Cheer.
fun when everybody's,
Merry Christmas.
that greatest Christmas pageant ever. I cried like a baby.
We ended up renting that because it didn't work in the schedule to go, but wonderful movie. Yeah.
Not exactly a blockbuster,
I think that's
but
part
a
of
nice movie.
part of the problem with movie theaters in general. If they're not done well with good seating and good lighting and good sound, I can watch it at home. Almost every time they're putting it straight to Amazon or Apple or something to where you can just rent the movie.
I guess I like getting my family all
That's good.
in one spot because my kids won't watch movies with us anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I mean, it's hard
I
for
beg my kid.
for my wife and I to sit through a movie on the couch without being on our phones or something. You know what I mean?
That's
So at
true.
the theater, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? We're all there munching our popcorn, watching it.
Because if you have your phone out.
No, that's a no. Oh my gosh, you get called out on that.
So yes, again, we want a movie theater.
We want a movie
here.
theater,
I
but
hear
it's
there's
not-
great movies coming in the future. So if you could hurry up, that'd be great.
Yeah, if you could hurry up, yeah. Even if they're just AI generated movies, we still want to see them in a theater with a crowd. So
Yeah.
all right, what else we got?
All right, we got 125
Okay.
South Michigan. This is the
Well,
MPI building.
right.
For the dating myself.
Yes, that's right. One of my first jobs, in fact, it probably was my first non-fast food type job was MPI, working the phones. And for those of you MPI soldiers out there, I salute you. I respect you. That was a good time and it was a grind. But so on the screen there where it says available, that was the MPI building. And to our knowledge, the Cottage Inn pizza people have acquired that space. They've also acquired an alcohol license, and they're going to put an Italian restaurant in there. So let's take a look at Cottage Inns You can see they got a bunch of locations in Michigan, mostly around the Detroit area, but there's one in Grand Rapids, and let's take a look at that. In fact, I think there's a couple of them in there, but anyone will be fine. Just I want to see what their menu looks like and their pizza.
Crust.
Okay,
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, right.
It's to go. This is their to go
Mm-hmm.
menu. Jump over here.
That's probably all they've got on this one. Is just like this is like their online ordering. But
pizza looks good.
go back out to the map, yeah, and let's go like look at a street view or something. There we go. Yeah, here we go. So it says gourmet since 1948. I like that. A little bit of longevity. Wow, look at the size of those. Are those sausages or meatballs?
Meatball.
That's a good meatball, Pat. That's a good meatball.
I mean, pretty standard.
Yeah, kind of looks kind of standard. I don't know if I think the one that they want to put in here is going to be more of a sit-down restaurant.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this one. Doesn't look like
that looks kind of like more of a strip mall type kind of in and out one, but that's all right.
Yeah, this sounds fancy.
Yeah, that one looks a little fancier, but ooh, breadsticks look really good. It kind of has more like a Little Caesars vibe, huh?
Yep.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, guys. The way I kind of took it was that there was going to be kind of more of a dine-in type of Italian restaurant.
Salads, calzones.
Yeah,
pretty standard.
Yeah, kind of standard.
Pizza place.
Sure, but hey, we'll take it. We can use another restaurant downtown. We can use an Italian restaurant or a pizza place. We've got. Let's see. It's outside of chains right now. We've got out on the south side of town, in the plaza, Krusted Creations, which is really quite good.
Yep.
They got a pretty good menu too, pretty eclectic menu. What else we got?
That's the famous pizza in Paris, of course.
Well, way north,
way
sure,
north,
but totally worth the drive.
Yeah, definitely
worth the drive, and bring some help to carry it. Bring like a partner to carry the pizza because it's heavy. The pizza in Paris is solid stuff.
Oh, it is.
You know what I mean? Like it's
you get your money's worth there.
Yeah.
Bollinelli. I've heard really good things about the Bollinelli.
Yeah,
pizza.
you're not wrong.
But outside of that, you got your friend.
Yeah, you got Jets. You got
Hungry
Howie's, right?
Little Caesars.
Domino's, right. Yeah.
And there's if you're a pizza eater, you like both, right?
Right.
And
I like it all.
I
like it all, but I certainly would love a place where we could go in. And they make like in like with the wood fire oven.
Yeah.
Make you a little
sit
pizza.
down. And think about sit down pizza. Even the ones I know. Krusted Creations got a nice lot.
Yeah, they got lots of space.
Yeah. But you can't. Can you even sit in Pizza Hut anymore? I don't know.
I don't believe it's allowed. They've got room, but I don't think they allow dine-in.
Yeah, so Little Caesars. All those.
I could be wrong about that, though.
Yeah,
it's been a minute since I walked in there. The last few times I've been in Pizza Hut, it felt like it was set up more for to go.
In and out. So, that ability to kind of sit down, have a drink with your pizza. That's outside of the Bollinelli. Does Krusted Creations have a liquor license?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No.
Yeah,
so I think the bowling alley would be the only other place. So really, if you want
and it's loud
pizza, you're almost heading out to CL Pizza.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Or even Antlers has some little pizzas. They're good, but. All right, so we got that to look forward to. From what I understand, they are working in that building. They're doing construction. Maybe we'll sneak a photo through the glass for the next show.
Update, for sure.
What else? The depot.
The depot.
It's
different than this looking right now.
Oh, it looks fantastic there.
It does look good.
See if you can kind of get into the parking lot or not by moving around on Google Maps. Yeah, on the other side of the building. Yeah. So here's what is going on at the depot. As many of you guys know, because there's been quite a bit of coverage, like in the newspaper and on TV and stuff, a couple from Texas, I believe, bought that. Some real estate investors bought the depot. They put the necessary capital in to restore it from top to bottom, and we're all very grateful. It looks fantastic, and as far as I understand, there's a few different plans. Step one, they are doing the parking lot. So all of this that you see that is dirt, there's actually a ton of space there. It's quite a big lot. There's going to be a nice big parking lot there, a proper sort of trailhead you know what I mean, a good spot to sort of stage if you're going to, go snowmobiling or go biking, running, whatever it is. There's going to be a statue kind of commemorating the trailhead there. It's
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Well, we'll see it. We'll get some photos of it and share it with you soon. And then inside the depot, to the best of my understanding, the first tenant, and I don't know if it's going to be the only tenant, but the first tenant is Einstein Cycles, which is a cycling shop that I believe has a couple of locations. Let's see if we can take a look. I know that they've got a shop in Cadillac, and I've met a couple of the people from there. They seem to really be passionate about what they do, really kind.
So these are those very nice bikes.
Yeah, they're like really serious about it. Yeah,
plus.
If you're gonna tackle long distance on the trail, or you're gonna go tackle the Dragons Trail, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like these guys will hook you up. And so forever we've been saying that the depot would be such a great spot for like a bike repair or a snow, some sort of a repair type of a shop, a place to warm up, get some snacks, refuel, and then keep going on your way. And so I think we're finally kind of heading that way.
I'm just glad there's a good representation of Big Rapids. Right. You get off, for years, you get off, rails of trails there, and...
Yeah, you weren't in the best spot.
No.
Right there.
I mean, it's...
Unless you knew to come across the bridge,
you'd
probably go to Curry's or something, get some, something, and then get right back out.
Yeah, because, I mean, it just wasn't inviting.
Now there's going to be a map and signage encouraging people to come to our downtown and telling them how to get there and what they can expect, like all the places, like places to eat and
year round. I mean, you get the snowmobilers out there, you get the bike riders,
and then we
joggers,
have things downtown if they need them, like you know what I mean. If let's say they need some piece of clothing or some piece of gear or whatever hardware for their bike, you know what I mean. We can direct them to where they need to go.
Yeah. So that's just nice that something's getting done there. I've seen there's construction going on of some sort, and so again, we'll get you guys an update when we see more. So.
Yeah, and if you guys get photos of any of this stuff and you want to send in updated photos, we'll share them. We'll share them next time.
Yeah, so some new. All right.
Yeah, that should be opening in the spring.
And then
that spot right there,
right here.
It looks
south
empty.
Side of me here.
Yep, this is Pat's building, but on that spot has been empty for quite a while. What's the last thing that was actually open?
They had that nutrition.
Oh, that's
right.
When
we got it, it had the nutrition lady.
The shake shop kind of a thing,
Big
right?
Rapids Nutrition.
Yep. Okay, so the site of Big Rapids Nutrition there has been empty for quite a while. If you've walked by it any time in the last year or so, you probably saw a thing that said coming soon, men's clothing or something to that effect. Just nothing ever really transpired with that. And so fortunately that lapsed, and they were able to get some new tenants, and they're actually not new to any of us, but some people we already actually are familiar with. The owner of Three Girls Bakery had an idea that she wanted to try, and so they've opened a second restaurant in that spot called Two Cheesy Guys.
Yep.
Okay, a lot of people have didn't make that connection. They're like, what is Two Cheesy Guys? Well, okay, so they had the Three Girls Bakery, so they thought Two Cheesy Guys,
next door to each other. It's
a little play on words, and just to keep it sort of connected.
They've soft opened. I know they're still waiting for a couple things to kind of fall in place there. You were there last night, right?
Last night. I wish I'd have taken some photos or video. They did a really great job. The inside looks fantastic. It smelled fantastic. It was nice and warm in there, comfortable. Room for quite a lot of people. I mean, so last night was the DBA annual meeting, and I bet there were 40 people there, probably. I mean, I don't know.
I heard it was well attended.
It was well attended, and we were all, there was room. It was comfortable. The food was very good. It's they're focusing on charcuterie type stuff, meats and cheeses. Mm-hmm. If you want to impress, your work mates or your, family at the next gathering or whatever, they will do a charcuterie board that will knock your socks off. But also they do just fresh deli sandwiches and chips and kind of stuff
shave
too.
It there. Yeah. And they're getting partnerships that are, Ludington Meat Company, I know, is something that they brought
So
up,
maybe you're not in the mood for a burger, or Schuberg's is full. Let's face it, it's full out these days. It's gotten so popular.
It's America's Best
I know,
Restaurant. That was a good episode.
That was,
Shout
man.
out to
I was
Jen and Brad.
proud of.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys, what we're talking about. Talking about across the street from this is Schuberg's Bar and Grill. We can just spin right around. We know all. Yeah, and they just had their episode released on YouTube of America's Best Restaurants, and
it was great.
I think they look very professional.
Yeah. I know they probably both, like me,
were nervous.
Yeah,
well,
you get that camera going.
They've got quite a bit of experience now. They've been interviewed a lot of times. This isn't the first time they've been told they're the best. This was like a pretty big platform. This channel has like a lot of followers, and I haven't checked to see how many views it's got yet, but we should do that before long. But anyway, happy for them. But they're getting so popular, and they just don't have that much space. So maybe give Two Cheesy Guys a try. And while we're right here, just spin a little bit left and let's show them Bell's.
Oh yeah. Bell's is fairly new to me.
I wasn't planning to talk about it, but I have noticed that a lot of people don't know about it. Bell's is a coffee shop that has been in town for about a year. At least,
about
at least a year. And what a lot of people don't know is, besides really lovely, fancy coffees and teas and hot chocolates and all that kind of stuff, is that they've got really good pressed sandwiches, the paninis and stuff. So another good lunch option. I don't want to hear that there's nowhere to eat, because between Three Girls, Two Cheesy Guys, Bell's, Schuberg's,
I'd go around the corner. Yeah, I mean, there's new pizza coming.
Yeah. So anyway, okay. Yeah. So that's that. What we wanted to tell you about Two Cheesy Guys. What do we got next?
And I think this last one,
right here,
here.
So that is, I'm trying to think what it was before. Oh, I know. It was the Yellow Window.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Always liked that building. I love that door. I love how it like creak, and like on a spring and it snaps behind you. It just, to me, feels old, like old small town.
Yeah.
And it's got it has the window, the storefront, rounded windows on it. I've always dug that building. Anyway, they have most recently, they've been empty for a while, but they rented to the Mecosta County Democrat Party for this last election cycle. Obviously, they're out of there now. And I just heard that a men's clothing store, or a clothing store, but this location apparently is going to focus on men, called Threads. And I think it's like Threads Up North or something like that. Threads North. Threads North. At least to the best of my knowledge, this is who's going to be going in there. It seems to me they focus on like outerwear type stuff. I couldn't see much from their Facebook, but yeah, like Patagonia, Columbia, North Face type stuff. Cool. So yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that stuff, and
it's cold. So.
It's cold here, and if we're going to be a trail town, it seems like it would make sense.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes open.
I think when you told me about this, I thought, you know what, that kind of you got serendipity right across. If they're focused on
women,
men's and women. So
good little balance.
Yeah, and any kind of relation, any kind of
I don't
crossover,
think so.
just because the Cadillac reference. I don't know.
I think it's just they're doing very well in Cadillac, and they want to expand to Big Rapids. And boy, I hope we keep seeing more of that.
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Okay, and then
we'll share more.
I think I don't know if we shared that or not. That's the Pioneer article about Two Cheesy Guys. There's some photos. Did we share that?
We have
a little bit. Probably can't see it all though. There's Sam and Paula. They're the ones that are kind of running it. And hey, there's the space. Not a great, honestly. That's not a great representation. It looks so much better than that. Yeah. This must have been when they were first setting up. But. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that is at least the stuff going on around town. I don't know if you wanted to try to solve anybody's problems on Ask Big Rapids today or not. I almost feel like we don't really need to.
I don't think not today. We'll wait for them to. Yeah. Some good stuff out there, but
so do you think that what we have done today, just us chatting, how long have we been going?
35 minutes.
35 minutes. So do you think that that would be something somebody would sit through and get some value out of? Do you think we can clip?
Have people signed off? Is that what you're wondering? Like they haven't. There's people that haven't made it to this part of the video or audio.
I mean, as content, was that half hour? Was that something that needs to exist in the world?
It does now, so we can't take it back.
Can't take it back.
But yes,
I
hope so.
I thought it felt like the kind of thing that I would want to hear because it's about the stuff I care about. Maybe we're the only ones.
Especially because, like, we all have busy lives, right? I mean, we're connected to an extent, so we kind of already knew a lot about these things. But there are people out there, and I would think a large majority who don't know. They don't have time to slow
maybe
down.
This will be helpful to them.
Yeah. So,
okay, I get you.
If there's other questions, of course, they can drop them in the comment section. Hey, what's happening at this space? We'll do our best to try and find answers.
Right now, the goal is, or our thought is, that we'll put these on YouTube and on Facebook, on the Facebook page, and then maybe chop up the different segments.
Yeah.
Like maybe when we were talking about Krist Oil, we just have that as a short.
Yep.
Or as a reel or whatever, right?
Yep. Yeah, so it's quicker
so
for those that don't have the time to sit down and listen and watch or watch the whole thing. So
I like that. Just little quick tidbits for them that'll be helpful because it's about something local.
Yep. Is there anything happening? Is there anything going on this weekend coming up?
Well, let's look and see what our City of Big Rapids newsletter has. First of all, I will say my wife told me that the pickleball information is inaccurate. I don't know if any of you guys are dealing with this, but I want to reach out to you. If you have a wife or a loved one who's become obsessed, who's become fanatical,
it's a rage.
Who can't talk, who can hardly talk about anything else than pickleball. I'm with you.
So we should start a group,
support of husbands,
group. Yeah.
because she loves it. She's getting super good at it. She's way better than me now, and they're taking it very seriously. Like her friends, the people that are into it. Anyway, she did tell me there's more pickleball opportunities than this even says, but it says that you can go up to the university racket facility. Anybody, you don't have to be a member of the university. For $5, you can play. Pickleball, tennis.
Bring your kids.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Now, I believe at the racquetball, I wish I could say yes. It used to be yes, but I think they've got a rule now where it's 16 and up. If you guys know whether that's true or not, let me know or correct me, but double check before thinking you can just show up and let the kids loose, because I don't think they're into that there. But they've got a nice gym. They got a sauna. Racquetball, tennis, pickleball,
tons of courts, open basketball, open volleyball. I've even seen there. Yeah.
So $5. I mean, you know what I mean? It's something to do if you looking for it. Otherwise, if you're looking for other kind of exercise, but you're not like competitive like that, maybe that groove class that they do at the middle school. It's $5. It's Thursdays from 6 to 7. Just started this last week.
Zumba?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's called Groove. It might be that thing where they do with the drums, kind of big drumsticks, and so you're working your upper body and you're dancing too. So it's like full body. Anyway, what else is going on? Co-ed volleyball.
Started.
You guys are playing, right?
Yeah, we started scrimmages on Sunday.
Yeah, it just started on the 14th. Co-ed volleyball. That's at the Big Rapids Middle School on Sundays. So
they're actually two groups, and because there's so many teams, they had to break them into two. Because I think the upper group is going to go to Ferris.
So probably most of you guys are already on a volleyball team. You didn't even
Everybody watching this is on a volleyball team.
What about if even that is too much? You're not trying to like get your heart rate up quite that much, but you need to get a little exercise. We got a walking program. It's free. Okay, you can walk in the middle school Monday through Thursday from 4 to 7.
Hallways
for free.
Just walk in the hallways.
Yeah, they walk the hallways.
Get them steps in. It's cold outside.
When I was getting going on my fitness journey, because a lot of you guys don't know this, but I used to be very, very unhealthy. I had to become very, very disciplined to become this, this svelte creature before you. It wasn't that easy, but I used to walk those hallways and jog those hallways, and it was more of a shuffle because I was. Let's be real. I'm not that fast, but okay. Water aerobics was another thing that really helped me when I was, getting going on my journey. And they do that up at the rec center at Ferris. Again, it's open to anybody. $4 per class. I mean, come on, that's cheap. You can get a 12-pack for $40, a 12-pack of classes, and they do them Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 10, Wednesdays 10:30 to 11:30. And that just started last week as well. So I know that is a friendly group of mostly senior citizens. You know what I mean? And it's a pretty decent little way to work out because you're in warm water. You know what I mean? You're weightless. Yeah, feeling good.
Range of motion.
Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I've heard anything going on recently. I haven't been busy. Work. The first of the year turns, and all of a sudden you blink, and it's what, the 15th?
Well, I mean, you guys just got through Home for the Holidays and all the all the stuff downtown. Hopefully, some of you guys made it out to the holiday parade or the Home for the Holidays little outdoor event where they have the roasting chestnuts and caroling.
Yes, it seemed like when we seen it, there was quite a few people. 40, 50, 60 people up and down
just
the
milling,
streets.
milling around,
Yeah. And then they did the ball drop again, so I'm sure some people got down there for that. And yeah, it's that time of the year where people are bundled up and staying inside and hopefully watching this video.
And if you are watching it, and if you want to just help us out, maybe subscribe, comment, just to help feed the algorithm a little bit. Share it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm new at this.
Yes.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, hit all the buttons there in front of you.
Yeah. My plans are Saturday are the Lions. Like I'm really only concerned about the Lions game on Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm sure my wife has plans for the day, but that's just pregame.
Hoping to go snowboarding between now and then. Take advantage of all this great snow.
It's great snow.
If you guys...
it still might be snowing outside.
I bet it is. If you guys are... In fact, yeah. Still got work to do here. If you guys are looking for that type of adrenaline rush, it's hard to beat a pass at Cabernet.
It's 45-minute drive for Big Rapids?
45 minutes.
45?
I can be on the lift in an hour. That's, I get there, I get my ticket, I get all dressed, and I'm ready to go in 1 hour.
How much is a season pass?
Cheap. I mean, I get them at the beginning of the season when it's a little cheaper, but $225, $250, something like that.
I mean, that's good exercise. We went a couple weeks ago.
I think they have a family pass. They have different options. Kids are cheaper, but boy, what a great
decent equipment. The kid had to rent equipment there, so if they got kids stuff.
Sure.
I mean, it's
but if you've got some gear, it's a pretty I'd say value to what you're putting in. What a great thing that's just sitting there. You know what I mean? Last year we barely got to use it, but this year it's looking like we're gonna have plenty of snow. So get out there and use it. But look out for me. I'm being an orange coat, just heading downhill.
Yeah. That the first time we went in a couple years, and I was all over the place. So, so.
Well, this has been fun, and also I think it's been really good and helpful. So, I would think we could sign off, hit them with our outro, and
that's what's up, Big Rapids.
That's what's up, Big Rapids. Yeah, I guess. Oh, yeah. We should say that, something like that. And that's what's up, Big Rapids. That's funny.
Rapids, so.
I don't know if that rolls off my tongue quite as easy as, hey, what's up, Big Rapids? It's that I say all the time. But, for this week.
Let us know what's up, Big Rapids.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Let us know what's up.
Mr. Producer weighing in. So I'm Chris Jane. This is Pat Brooks. Let us know what's up, Big Rapids. Have a great week. Hit them with the video. See you next time.